This is how we do makeup for our performances, so you can see their facial features on stage. And this is my daughter who'll help us with the demonstration. First of all, you want to start with foundation on their face, because foundation gives you a nice clean canvas to work with. And she already has foundation on, but I'm just going to go and do a little bit more for you. Always getting under the eyes, making sure, and then when you're doing next to the hairline, make sure you go in, blend it in so that you don't have a line around the ear. Make sure you're blending, and then down the chin. Okay, so now we're going to start. The first thing you want to do is, if your child is required to wear fake eyelashes, then you need to put that on first before any makeup or any other things go on, because you want the glue to adhere to a clean surface. So you're going to use a Q-tip on your lash glue, and here are your lashes, and I've already pre-measured these to her eye. I took it to her eye. These were a little bit longer, so I took from the outer edge, the wider edge being the outer of the eye, and I clipped them with fingernail clippers, just a little bit off, to make sure that they go across the entire lash base. You take your glue and you put a little bit on a cotton swab, and then you take that bead and you, not too much, but you just make a fine line across the base. And I like to blow on it to get the sticky started, basically. And then I use everything within my hands, and or with my fingers, and I put it down in the middle, and then hold it here, and I'll push it in and hold it here. And I like to hold for about 10 to 15 seconds. And after you hold, you can blow a little bit, double checking to make sure that it adhered to the skin and not the eyelashes. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Now, a lot of times, oops, it does that. You'll just have to reapply. If by chance it does come up, take your cotton swab again and just put new glue where it's come up. And hold it on there again. Okay, go ahead and open. And sometimes that happens, you get those bottom lashes, especially with my daughter who's got these lovely long lashes. And so I'm going to take these off. They just peel right off. And the eye glue also comes off with your regular eye makeup remover. So, and that's not too terribly painful, is it? Not too bad. Okay, we're going to start now with the eyes. If you have fake eyelashes on, you're going to want to start with the color first. And for our performances, I like us to use brown. So we're going to use the brown. Go ahead and close your eyes, Ariella. And I like to cover just the ball. Sometimes this happens where you get flakes here, and you can take your whatever it is, so they don't look like they have black eyes. You'll have to make sure and clear that away often so that it doesn't, because see how it flakes at the bottom there? Get rid of that. Okay, go ahead and open your eye. Okay. And then sometimes you need to put a little bit more, quit moving around, under here. Kind of just touch up. Okay. From there, if you have fake eyelashes on, this is going to help cover up any glue that you may see. So you're going to take this and you're going to go over the top. Oops, I lost my thing. You're going to go over the top, the liner, just brush the top of the lashes. And that kind of stuff happens all the time. So just as long as your child is patient. I know that my girls have been through this a lot, so they know how to, you know, just stand there and be really still. Another thing is, when you have an oops, the best thing to use is a cotton swab and open, and a little bit of eye makeup remover, and you can go and get rid of those. And let's put the makeup back on underneath. There we go. Alright. Next, we're gonna I like using liquid eyeliner. If you're afraid of it, that's okay. I like using it. You don't have to use both. I'm just going to use liquid eyeliner to show you how to use it. Okay, be real still. And then you just blow on it. Make sure it's dry before they open their eyes. Because when they open their eyes, it can touch up here, and then you have a nice big black line there. Okay, now, the next thing I like to do is get the eyes all done, so you don't have to come back to the eyes, because usually kids hate this part. So I have them look at me. Go ahead and look at me with both eyes, that's fine. And you're going to look at my chin. So with their head facing you, they're going to look at your chin, and you're going to do the lashes. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and stop. Give them a break. Don't blink too much. And 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And 1, 2, 3. And that should do pretty good. Okay, don't open too wide, because you don't want to get little spots on the top. I always want the bottom lashes and the bottom liner. And the reason is because it gives a full eye to the audience. So, go ahead, and this isn't quite dry, so I hope I don't mess it up. But go ahead and look up high. And I like to brush the bottom with eyeliner. Now, don't worry if you don't get it perfect, because off stage they won't see mess ups. But at least as long as they have the look. And then I like to do, no, go ahead and look up high again. And 1, 2, and I just touch the bottom lashes. Okay? Go ahead and look at the camera there, so they get a good view of the eye. Okay. Next, I do cheeks, and I do a nice bright pink on the cherry of the cheek. I do quite a bit of it right here, because again, they're going to want to see the features, and you're going to want quite a bit right there on the cheek. Okay? Good. Now, I like to put a nice bright lipstick on, but only before they go, right before they go out on stage. Okay, so and you can do a liner, which is fine. If your daughter will stay still for a liner, sometimes they won't. Otherwise, this is fine. Just put it on them right before they go out on stage. Have them dab together. There we go. Now, double check that you haven't gotten any makeup. Clean it up with a Q-tip if you need to. And then what I like to do at the very end is take just a little bit of color for those blonde girls or the ones with really fair eyebrows. Put a little bit of color in here. And the reason for that is because you want their whole face to be seen. You don't want them to look pale or washed out. And so I'll just put a little bit of dark brown in there, and then take my brush and brush it through, just so that they have they get the eyebrow in the view. Now, some of you may think this is really mature for little ones to wear makeup, but this is only for a short time. They're on stage, then we wash it all off, and they don't have to have it on anymore. But smile, you have one half of a pretty face. The other one, it doesn't have any makeup on it, but, and you can see this eye, you'll be able, it'll stand out in pictures, and it'll stand out on stage. Thank you.